Okay, so part 2 of the Kimura whip. So say Tyrone's playing his half guard. I start to go for the crossface. He comes up and goes for his position. I go hand to hand. Once he hips out, the minute he spins to here, I'm going to slide up on my shin. I'm going to step my leg over his head, make the Kimura chop on him, and then I can sit back, go hand to hand, bro. And now I can bring my second leg over and start to break everything open. Go for the arm bar. It opens up, it's all about the angle. The minute, let's go there, bro. The minute Tyrone spins, when I see him getting halfway, that's my entrance to switch the control, the Kimura chop that Tyrone has on me. I'm going to do it on him. So I'm going to go for the cross face. He gets the Kimura chop. I'm going hand to hand. The minute he spins, my shin comes up. Let's turn this way. Notice the way Tyrone has the Kimura chop on me. I nearly have it on him. So I'm going to find his wrist. And now I have the bite. Take it back a step. See the way it was under my armpit? So from there, I'm going to, when he's got the grip, I'm going to find his wrist. And now I have that. Once I have that, now I can step over. Go hand to hand. Pull his elbow to my hip. And bring his wrist to my other hip. Again, I probably want to bring the second leg over too. Now, I have that. One more time on that. Just keep it at that angle because I'm pretty much sure everything. So, I start to go for the cross face. He does the Kimura trap. I go hand to hand. And as he spins, my shin comes over. Then I switch the Kimura trap on him. Bosh. Second foot comes over. Pull his elbow to one hip, crook the arm to the wrist, bring his hands above his head. But we can still do the Kimura whip, we just do it early. So if you go back to the first variation, you're my zebra. So he's going for his cross face. I stop that. I come up, I went for the Kimura. He went hand to hand, so in the first variation I hipped out, freed my legs. I'm on my right hip. I had to basically nearly turn 120 degrees, not quite 180. So as I spun around and Tyrone done nothing, I'm pushing him into that space. Notice the way I'm on my left hip and I've nearly went the full circle. This time, if Tyrone has awareness and he's switched on, which he usually doesn't, he's going for the arm bar. I can still do the same move, but I just have to wait until the moment where he has no base. So let's take a look at that. So from our position, we stop this, I come up, he goes hand to hand, so now I use my knee shield to free my bottom leg. Now as I start the pendulum, and now Tyrone swims his left shin in, so I've only moved about 90 degrees. So as he brings his shin in, and I end up here, notice the way I'm flat on my back. As he sits back, I'm taking him this way. And now I'm back in the Kimura position. There'll be a split second. Just take it up again one more time. Just lie on your side there, perfect. There'll be a split second. We'll keep it on the same arm. But when I end up here, I have no base at this angle. And that's when Tyrone wants to be pushing me back and put me down. Okay, and again, it's all about finding that right angle where he has no base. Let's just get another angle on that. You get back there. So we're here. I'm going to stop that cross face. Now the profile opens for the Kimura trap. Coming up, as I push it in, he goes hand to hand and it's in front of his belly button. My pathway is to hip out and bring my foot this way. But as I spin to go for the first variation, he slides up. Once he's there, and the minute he steps over my head, bosh, I'm just putting him straight down. And now from here, we are in the Kimura trap position again. Once he sits up, my shin comes behind. I'm going to put the first hook in. And now from there, I'll find his left hand and his right hand. Now it depends. If Tyrone's being heavy with his head, he's trying to get it on the mat, I'll release the hand grip and find his head. And now from there I'll pull his head, put my elbow on the mat and bring him to the other side. Let's scoot that way, bro. Over the straight jacket system. So once we are here and we're on the strong side, I'm just hand fighting. I want top position with my hand. Somewhere between his little finger and his wrist is my grips. If I go like on the wrist, Tyrone will be pummeling to try and get inside control. Somewhere between his little finger knuckle line and his wrist. Alright, do your stuff. I'm good. So first thing is, I'm just going to stuff his with my underhook hand, his left, below his belt line, and then I just tie it up with my foot and bring my foot behind my back and put my shoelaces behind his back. Try to free that, pinch my knees. Now all he has is a tucked chin, and I have top position with my right hand, so I just like take his temperature, lift his head up, and now it's a race to see who can get their elbow underneath the chin, and from there, model it on time. Let's get another angle on that. Just down here, bro. We'll shoot the. Oh, we'll just go from Z. We'll stick that on. So we're playing the game. You go for my move. He goes tight till he has it in front of his belly button. So now I use the knee shield to free. As I come around, he's stepping up. Okay. As that leg comes over, that's when I'm putting him down. Again, see the way Tyrone has his knee in there, so I'm going to be turning out. I'm turning more into the T Kimura position. When he tries to sit up, I'm controlling that inside space, so I'm bringing in my left knee. Right hook comes over, I can switch, start to attack the neck, or I can just grab his left ear. Then I'm on my elbow, I want to get that second hook in, so now I can push to bring him over. Not at the second hook, I'm just trying to leave it there. Perfect. So we're here. So once I have that, another thing I'm thinking about is I don't want Tyrone pushing down my bottom hook yet. So down there calls this post rear mount. So I just, rather than putting in the second hook, my left foot's going to staple his left hip with the sole of my foot, and I just keep that hook high. Try to push it down now, bro. Okay, as he's distracted. Okay, so playing post rear mount, I want top position with my hands somewhere between the knuckle line and the wrist line here. So the first part of the straitjacket system is to stuff this, then I tie it up, and I bring the shoelaces behind my back, behind Tyrone's back. Then I pull out a free hand. So now I'm just switching to the second hand. So now I've got a cross grip. Problem is now I go for the choke. Tyrone's got a tucked chin, so he switched back, and now I just take his temperature, engage my hips. Don't let me pull your head back, bro. And now, because I have top position, it's easy. Who can get their hand in first? Can Tyrone get, if I go slow, can he get the, yeah. Do it now. I'm in. So once I find that shoulder line there, hand comes behind, never in front. If I go in front, he can grab it and all that stuff. Keep it behind the shoulder line. Hand comes through, find my bicep, and then to finish, I just connect my elbows. Sit up, bro. An imaginary line here. Once I'm in the rear naked position, I'm not bicep curling. Imaginary line here, I'm just trying to connect my elbows to that line. Once I'm there, it's just that. Get your pull-up grip. Again, from there, I just connect. His own hands are choking him out. So, that is our Kimura whip part 2 and a wee bit of the straitjacket system.